So now you're ready to create your UGC portfolio. You created all your videos at home with all the items that you found, and it's time to create your digital resume. This is what brands are going to look like to hire you to be a UGC creator. So let me show you how to create an amazing portfolio in Canva that is absolutely free. Okay, let's get started. Hey friends, Monica here, your 50 plus UGC creator. So today we're going to dive in deep into how to create a portfolio. This is your UGC digital resume. This is what the brands and the platforms that you apply for are going to look at. So it's crucial that you have something that looks professional, that shows everything that you want them to know about you, and all of the samples and examples of everything that you now have done because you have spent time at home making some videos and posting it in social media, right? So I'm going to show you how I created mine. I use Canva. As I said before, Canva has so many wonderful things, and we can go in there and pick a design that resonates with us and then just start adding all the things. And what great thing about Canva is that you don't need experience. You don't have to be a designer to do this, and it's free. So you can go ahead and get started. So today I am going to show you how to make one. I'm going to show you mine also so you can see an example. So by the time we're done here today, you will have a UGC portfolio that you can share. So the very first thing we're going to do is we're going to go to canva.com. And in Canva, you can literally do this for free. I have a paid subscription because I do so many different things, but a free subscription will be just fine. And then right here on the search bar, we're going to put UGC Portfolio. As you can see, there's all kinds of things. Now also here, you can go by, you can do categories or you can do style. Like if you want to do something modern, you get all these. I mean, they're beautiful. If you want to do something more professional, there's all of these. So literally you can create a portfolio in one afternoon sitting down doing Canva. Okay, so let's go ahead and pick one and let's get going. So let's say that you pick this one. So you click on that and it gives you all the pages that you can fill out. And just going in here, picking a page and customizing it with your pictures, with your about page. Here's a little bit about me page, success story. This is where I would probably put some of the videos. I'm going to show you mine here in a minute, but I just kind of wanted to see that you have a lot of options here. There's some really colorful ones. And here again, you click on this and you're going to click customize this template. And once you do that, see, let me show you that. Once you click on that, now you can go in here and you can replace that with a picture that is yours. So you come down here and you can go to uploads. And for example, here's a picture of me. So I can add that to it. And I just drag it in. It should go in there. Ah, there it is. I need to bring it down a little bit. Okay, there it is. There's me now, see? So you basically click on this and then you can upload any picture that you like and boom, you drag it in there and it falls right in that position. And then with the writing here, you just click on this And let's say here, I want to change this to my name. Then you click on it and you put, oops, wait a minute. Here we go, it has to be blue. Monica Kimmel and UGC Creator, and then I can add one more photo, and there it goes. Your first page, it's done. Now, if you're not familiar with Canva, I want you to focus now on this side here. I'm going to show you all the things that you can do here. So here's elements. Elements are anything that you want to add to your page. If you want to put an arrow or a subscribe button, you can download that. If you want to write some text, you can add text right here. And all the fonts are there, so you click on that and then you are going to get this here, and you can move it up and down wherever you want, and then you can write whatever you need. Next, I'm going to show you the uploads. Uploads is where you're going to upload any file of pictures that you have. So when you click on this, this is going to go to your photo file, and you can download them here, and then you can add it as you go. Other tools are all the text. You can change the text kind of font that you want. I mean, there's so many fonts. The size, the color. If you want it in a different place for alignment. And then also transparency. You can actually take an object and use a transparency. Let me show you that real quick. Let me bring this out here. If I click on this, in transparency, I can make this less, and now see how the color faded. Another cool feature that I use a lot is the animate for my font. So I can do a typewriter and see how it does that, or I can do accent or shift. So it jumps a little bit like that. So there is a lot of different ways, but for this portfolio, you really want to keep it as simple as possible, because what I did is I turned this into a website. Okay, so this is my website that I created, which, as a matter of fact, when I finished it, it gave me a website address that was free that I could just use. Of course, I went ahead and bought a domain because it was super cheap to make it more professional, but really I've noticed that a lot of people are using just their Canva website address. So the first page, it's going to be the first thing they're going to see. This is where you're going to have your name, your, what you do, your description, and then a little bit about what you do for brands that's going to catch their eye. I also added all my social media here so they can easily click if they're only looking at my first page. And a nice picture, and that was it. That I kept it very simple here so they can go ahead and get a feel of what kind of a UGC creator I am. My second page is the About Me. I wanted this to be very clear and concise for them to see a little bit about who I am. I talked about that I am a 50+ bilingual content creator. I'm also a vlogger and a proud wife, mom, nana, and pet grandma living in Kansas City for the past. My second page is the About Me. I wanted this to be very clear and concise for them to see a little bit about who I am. I talked about that I am a 50 plus bilingual content creator. I'm also a vlogger and a proud wife, mom, nana, and pet grandma living in Kansas City for the past. My second page is the About Me. I wanted this to be very clear and concise for them to see a little bit about who I am. I talked about that I am a 50 plus bilingual content creator. I'm also a vlogger and a proud wife, mom, nana, and pet grandma living in Kansas City for the past. My second page is the About Me. I wanted this to. My third page is my sample videos. I want them to see this right away because this is what they're looking for. They want to be able to click on any of these videos and get a feel of who I am. I put my intro right here because I thought that would be a good way to do it. So when you click on this,
so I wanted to introduce myself. My name is Monica and I am a 50 plus UGC creator. Now my UGC career evolved about a year ago, but I have been creating content for over a decade.
Okay, so as you can see, I did the same thing that I did here, but I did it on video. I wanted them to get a feel of who I am in my personal life and also what I'm doing as a professional creator. Okay, here's what I said next.
When I'm not creating content, I am a wife. I'm also a mom to 2 wonderful grown kids. And I have the great privilege of having 2 sweet little girls, 10 and 11, call me Nana. I am also bilingual. I speak fluent English and Spanish. What's really important to me is that my content is authentic and relatable. And that is why I only work with brands that I can actually love and feel like it's going to benefit my generation.
Okay, so there I talked about what type of content I'm interested in doing. You might have a completely different ideas of what you want to do, so make sure that you mention what type of content makes you excited. What type of things are you going to be able to do to reflect whatever that brand wants? So I only work with brands that jive with me, with my generation. I'm not going to do something that it's for a 20-year-old. I mean, it depends really, but if I'm not going to do any kind of a app game thing because that's not my thing. Maybe it's yours, but it's not mine. So make sure that you say what type of content you are wanting and willing to do, and that will bring you a lot of brands based on that. And then at the end, I just said,
I enjoy making different type of content. It could be beauty, wellness, travel, fashion, pets, everyday favorites. So if you're a brand and you feel that I am everything that you need to create your next project, I would love to hear from you. Let's get out there and make some great content together.
Okay, so as you can see, I was trying to show my personality, what I like. Just get in front of the camera and just feel like you are telling this to somebody that you know. Be very casual but professional and explain about who you are, what you like, and what you're willing to do. That's basically it. Now this page has a lot of little quirky things that I had to figure out. One of the things you don't want to happen is that when you put all these videos, they all come on when they click to this page. You want them to be like this, and they'll be able to click on it as,
so I've been using the Sarah Nova
as they go. So here's the trick to that. You're gonna go here to edit, and this box is gonna pop up here. Do you see down here where it says play on repeat? you're gonna make that, no, that's not gonna go. If you put it here, it's gonna, all of them are gonna play. But if you do this, then they're not gonna play all at the same time. And also play automatically, you're gonna take that off as well. So make sure that this is in this way, because if not, all your videos are going to start playing at the same time, and you don't want that. If you want to use this little telephone looking thing, all you have to do is go to Elements. And when you go to Elements, you're going to click Phone. Actually, I'm going to put Cell Phone. And see, here are all these graphics that I use this one. And you click on that, and when you put it in here, then you are able to attach an upload of a video, and it'll just go right to it. I went ahead and put, you know, what each one was. So if they are looking for a B-roll or a voiceover, they can click on these. And if they're looking for Spanish, they can click on this one. So if you want, you can go ahead and write these in, and all you have to do is click on text, and then from text you just add them right in this order. Now I thought a sample photo page would be important, because you get sometimes that they ask you just to do a picture with their product. So I put some samples of some of the brands that I work with. I also put a picture of a trip that my husband and I took, because we're travel vloggers. Here is one with unboxing, and then of course I do pet videos. So if you like, this would be a great page for you to have as well. You can have as many pages as you like on this website. You don't want to just do one or two, but also you don't want to do too many. Page 5, I made it into what I offer and my unique traits. And I just wrote down what kind of things I offer them. I can do brand collabs, product demos, tutorials, B-roll, videos and images, English and Spanish content. And I just put it in a little box that I just got here from Elements. This is the Why Choose Me page. I put a good picture of myself, and I wanted them to have this as a reference of why would they pick me from all the other people. So I put that I'm authenticity, I have engagement, I have a highly engaged community, I'm creative, I like to experiment with new trends, and I'm very reliable, so they know that they will get the work whenever they need it. I also added some of my partnerships. Now, if you don't have any, don't worry about this. You don't have to have all that. You can just write a Why Choose Me page. And as you grow, you can go back here to Canva and you can add some. As a matter of fact, I just did this company here, and I just added it to all my partnerships. And I also added one of my reviews that they did. Last and not least, the Let's Work Together page. Here is where it's so important that you have the links to all your email, your social links, your YouTube, TikTok, Facebook, Instagram, because this is how they're gonna get a hold of you. And I went ahead and got an email with my name, monicakimmelstudio@gmail. It's free, go to Gmail, because you want all your UGC things to come to one place, so you don't lose them in the mix of emails that you have on your other email address. So go in there, just create a new one and make it professional, and have all your stuff go to one place. So we are done with this. Now that my pages are all done, I just go in here where it says publish website, and because I already published it, it'll probably look differently, but you can click share, and you can download it as a PDF if you like, but I recommend that you just do the website, because then you can just send them a link to a website, and they can just click on it and they can see it. And like I said earlier, you can get a website address with Canva that is free, and you can offer that to them. But here I'm going to put publish, and I'm going to republish my page, and it's going to take a minute here while it downloads it all with all the new changes that we did. And there you go. This is how you do a very nice portfolio that you can send to any brand to get your UGC started. There you go. Website is done. Woohoo! And this is it. Your very first UGC portfolio, it's all done. Now, literally, you can go ahead and start pitching to brands, or just post this on any of your platforms that you like to be in. So if you enjoyed this, please don't forget to like and subscribe, and feel free to share this with your friends. And stay tuned, because next week I'm going to share part 3, which is very important. It's how much we're going to charge. We're going to create your rate sheet. I'm going to explain to you all the different kinds of services that you can offer. Time is worth it. You are worth it. So it's important to create something that is not only competitive with the market, but it's something that's going to work for you. So again, thanks for watching, and I will see you on the next series. Bye-bye.